it's Philippa here again for another episode of Meet the Community, and today I have with me the amazing and beautiful Aggie Palu, or Aggie Jr. What do you like to be called?
Yeah, well, my whole name's Aggie
Yeah.
Palu Jr., so it doesn't matter.
Aggie Palu Jr., yes. Aggie's been part of the Freedom Era community for 11 months now. Mm-hmm. And I remember it was actually, I had the first conversation with you, didn't I, on the phone when we were introducing you to the Freedom Era and everything that was available. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
And now we get to talk again. So Aggie works as a youth worker and as a pastor, and she's come into this community to create a new way of life for herself, to make more money, so that she can make more of an impact in her own life and also in other people's lives as well. So I'd love for you to start us off, Aggie, with kind of just giving us like a little bit of an overview of the past 11 months around like maybe what you have learned, what you have created during this time of being in the Freedom Era.
Yep. Awesome, man. Thank you so much, Philippa, for this opportunity and, for taking this time. I know your time's valuable and we appreciate everything you do for us, not just for myself, but for this community. So thank you. And in the past 11 months, I think probably one of the biggest things that I've loved so far is who I've allowed myself to become, just stepping into everything that I've wanted to be. And so not just someone who talks a lot, because I can talk, but someone who actually walks the talk. And being in this community, being able to learn from people who are not just 2 steps, 5 steps, 10 steps ahead of me, but people who are also willing, like yourself, just being able to give us time, give us wisdom, give us knowledge, into making our dreams become a reality. And that's one of the best things I love about it, is because not only, do we have the platform where we get to learn in our own time, but also when we make the time and we make that commitment to, to committing to the masterclasses or a particular person when they're talking, when it's live, just feeling that energy and, and being able to be in and amongst that is something that that inspires me, but it also like adds fuel to the fire for myself. And I absolutely love that, because on the days when I'm feeling like I'm down and out and I'm like, oh my gosh, like not, no one, like, no one, this isn't attracting anyone, or it's not calling in my vibe tribe. I remember that I'm in and amongst people who started from the bottom, people who started the same way I did, and all I have to do is just lift my eyes and look ahead and be like, oh no, actually I'm on the right path. As long as I'm being consistent and doing what I need to do, I will step into to who I need to be, to call in and help and serve the people that I'm called to. So I hope that kind of answered your question.
Yeah, totally. And something that I always think is really cool is that the people that we get to impact, make an impact on their lives. And so we met in person at the Freedom Fest event in March this year in 2020. And you were there also with your sister and with other people that you have impacted as well. How does that feel for you to be able to kind of guide others and help others on this journey and to create a life of freedom for themselves as well?
To be honest, I think one of the most beautiful gifts that we're able to give others, and I know you have the same heart as well. I think one of the most beautiful gifts that we can give to others is actually waking them up to their real potential, waking them up to their dreams, waking them up to know that there is a possibility, that there is a vehicle, that there is a way for them to stand up, wake up and take daily action to live out their God-given purpose or their God-given dream. And I think the most beautiful thing about that is actually seeing people come to life and be like, oh my gosh, what? I can do this. Like, I don't have to just stand on the sideline and be like, oh, go you do, you know, yep, cheering you on, cheering. But they can become, you know, one of the players on the field who are like, actually, no, this is for me too. And so being able to go up, you know, with my sister and my cousin who are in the business as well, was one of the most beautiful things, because, you know, we would have these little debriefs that ended up being massive long briefs. But just being able to talk, like, you know, up at Freedom Fest, just being able to talk and realizing, like, we never knew that we could do this, you know, and I was still fresh in the game, and, you know, they were asking me all these questions, and I'm just like, yep, awesome. Like, you know, hey, we're all here to learn. And I think one of the biggest things I like, you know, I'd tell them, I'm like, man, I don't know all the answers, but you know what? We're in the right community. We're in and amongst the right people to be able to be led the right way. So, yeah, like I said, like, just being able to wake up people and show people that it is for them too. Yeah.
Yeah. That's something that I really love about this community too, and about the platform, is that you don't have to know all of the answers to start creating something for yourself, to start making money, to start making an impact, to start learning new things, because we do have the training in the platform for everyone on, like, different things, education and tech stuff and social media stuff, mindset and like inner work stuff as well. And I'd love to know what has been some of the most impactful learnings for you within the platform.
Definitely from the platform. Obviously, like I said, like the community, love the community, the leadership. The leadership has been massive for me. I've always loved just learning from others and people who know how to lead, but people who know how to lead in their own element of being who they are. And so that's been a massive one for me. You know, just learning from the different leaders in this platform. The other thing that I love the most has been the mindset stuff. The mindset has been massive, absolute, like just mind blowing for me, because yes, I can come across as someone who's confident, and people are like, oh yeah, no, you've been in sales, you're good at talking and this and that. But alongside with the inner work, I love that we have these courses, you know, that we do have a course on leadership, and we have a course on mindset stuff, and we have a course on inner work, along with all the rest of the other incredible value in there. But the biggest thing that I love is that you can come across to people as a particular, you know, something that they may see or something that they may read, but inside, when, you know, all those, you know, all these little lies or these little, like, limited beliefs come at you, you're taught how to squash those things and get rid of them and replace them with truth. And, you know, and I love that the truth actually helps you step into who you were born to be. And so for me, like I said, for the mindset work, the inner work, just knowing in my heart and my mind that I am called for a purpose, that we all are, you know, being able to align that with my heart, my vision, my dreams, you know, has been absolutely just massive and mind opening for me, that I can't stop sharing it with my family, my friends, and, you know, even just on some of my posts, like, you know, yesterday I found myself, I was singing on my post, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? But I didn't care, because I'm here to bring joy. I'm here to bring hope. And if I can't step out in that fear of knowing that I'm doing this not just for myself, but it may, you know, bring joy and hope to someone else, then hey, that's what we're here to do, eh? So yeah, definitely leadership, mindset, and inner work has been massive for me.
Yeah, amazing. And I have seen some of the posts and the live streams that you've put out, where you've really shared your heart, and you've shared some of the, like, big and the big things that you've gone through in the past and that you're working through now.
Yeah.
How has that been for you to just share so vulnerably and so deeply from yourself onto social media?
I think definitely like we're like, I mean, as we like, we grow up and we're told that vulnerability, you know, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to cry. It's not a good thing to be weak. And it's been portrayed as something that it's weak, but I see, and what I've been taught is that vulnerability is actually power, and it has the ability to open up people's hearts so that you can connect with others to the point where they're like, oh, actually, I'm not alone. And if you can make one person allow them to, you know, just to feel like that they aren't alone, that they belong, that is one of the most powerful gifts that we can give to others. And, you know, just, you know, like I said, like, for example, for myself, growing up, you know, I've always been boxed differently. Like, and you've met my sister, and, you know, all my sisters, they're all very feminine, and, you know, they're beautiful. I absolutely love and adore them. But for me, some of the limited beliefs that I was like, you know, that I was led to believe was that I was a mistake, and that I wasn't good enough, and that I was worthless because of the way I looked and because of the way that I sounded. And, you know, people would tell me, they'd be like, Aggie, maybe if you just put a dress on, then everyone will accept you the way you are. And I'm like, but I don't like dresses, you know, like, that's not me. And so I've come to this place where I'm like, you know, yes, I have my faith, but at the same time, to practically, you know, to practically put it into practice daily, it's about being in a community where people actually love you and accept you for who you are. But because others have done that around me, like especially someone like yourself, like I look at Christy, I look at Clint, like, you know, so many other people who have done it, I'm like, man, that is so inspiring, and I can do that too. So you know, so just when you see something and it's been like, you know, it's shown to you how it's done, then that, for me, I'm just like, man, I need to do that. I need to do that, and I can, just because others have, I can do it too. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you have really just continued to be yourself throughout this whole process, from what I have seen of you. And also, from just being yourself, you're creating a really awesome business, and you are impacting other people's lives. So what advice would you give to people who are struggling with comparing themselves to others and thinking that they have to be like everyone else in order to do something or create something?
Yeah, I think like, I mean, obviously, you know, firstly, everyone will say is like, just be yourself. But if you don't know how to be yourself, it means you need to take time out, and find out, what do you like? What do you love? You know, just because someone says, I like noodles, and you don't like noodles, oh yeah, I like noodles too. No, you don't. And who cares? Like, you know, like, learn. If like, one of the most, I always tell people, like, one of the most authentic things you can do for yourself is start to like and love who you are, the way you are. And if it means, like, you know, like, you know, if you like your smile, you like your smile, like your eyes, like your eyes, like little things like that. If you start with the little things, just like when we do the gratitude practice, like, start with the small. Like, you look at a door, like, if you look at a door, the hinges, it's those small hinges that hold that door. Like, to me, that's weird, but it's the small things that make the big things matter.
Yeah.
And so I want to encourage you guys, like, if anything, like, be yourself, but start practically by looking at things you're thankful for. What do you like about yourself? You know, what do you love about yourself? Why are you thankful for it? Like, you know, and just start from there. And if anything, in regards to comparison, if God wanted two of me, he would have made two of me. And if God wanted two Philippas, he would have made two of them. Like, but he's only made one of you. He's only made one of you, and the world needs you. You are here for a purpose. And so, like they always say, comparison is the thief of joy, and comparison is also the quickest road to depression, to like feeling sorry for yourself. And you don't need that. Trust me. Being full of joy, loving yourself for who you are, is much better than being in that sad pity party place. Just saying, eh?
Yes. Oh, I love that. It's just like a epic mic drop moment there.
Thank you.
So good, so good. So we've got just a couple of questions for you. Taking it back to before you got started in the Freedom Era,
Yep.
where were you at in your life, and what was the decision making process for you to, one, get started within the platform and the community, and two, also investing in the high ticket offer within the Freedom Era?
Yep. Okay. And so for me, I came into the business through one of my incredible friends, Zanya, and she's a little pocket rocket. But prior to that, so I've been working, as you mentioned before, I've been working as a youth worker and a pastor for over 10 years now. And so, like I've said, like I love helping people. I love serving people. I love, like, you know, I just love being around people. As much as I'm an introvert, like, and people are like, shut up, you are. And I'm like, no, trust me. If you ask me to hang out in person, or like just me stay at home, I'm like, yep, I'll see you another time. But I do, like, you know, I just love helping others. I hate seeing people down and out. And so for myself, I'd gotten to a point where I, like, yes, I was helping others, but I'd forgotten about the purpose and the dreams on my heart. So they'd kind of been squashed, kind of been put away. And then I got to this point where I was like, is this all I'm supposed to do? Like, you know, 9 to 5, you know, I work in schools. I'm like, is this it? Like, is this really it? And I was just like, you know, and I remember praying and I was like, God, like, I need something. If I want to make a bigger impact, I know you've called me for great impact. And if I want to make a bigger impact, I need more. Like, I need more. And I don't, you know, I don't desire the money just for, you know, just for my family or just for myself. I desire it because part of my job, I've wanted to build teams in high schools, but part of that depends on funding from other people. And, you know, jobs have been and I've seen jobs like lose out. And thankfully for me, I've kept mine. But I was just like, you know what? I want to get to a point in my life where I can fund it. And so people can't tell me, no, we can't have this worker, we can't have this many youth workers. If I can get myself to a position where I can fund those jobs, I was just like, man, we wouldn't have to worry about people losing jobs. And the support that it gives kids in high schools, young people these days, not only in the community, I was just like, how can we get there? How can we do that? And so when I saw my friend Z, like, posting all this stuff, I was like, what the heck is she going on about? I started following her for a bit and I was just like, okay, cool. And then I hit her up and I said, oh, what are you doing? What's going on? And, you know, it took me a while to do that. But I was just like, man, I need to act on this straight away. And, you know, and so I remember looking through it and I was just like, you know, going through the discovery process, going through, like, you know, what I had to. You were my DBS called Philippa. And I remember, like, I didn't have the funds at the time, but I was like, you know what? I need to make this happen. And so I was like, you know, trying to make different ways happen. I actually ended up getting a loan to, like, start my business. And, you know, and with everything that's going on at the moment, I've almost paid that off, like, with, you know, like, just with the return that I've made so far. But making those decisions and taking the action to start the business in the high ticket, you know, especially with the high ticket as well, was my way of seeing, like you'd have to be an idiot, like, and I'm not like, take offense if you want to, like, but you'd have to be an egg to not see that this high ticket offer is, oh yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I know blind people can read in that and they can hear and stuff, but you'd have to be a complete egg to not see that this is the vehicle that is going to get you to whatever your dream is. And the fact that you can build a legacy, leave a legacy. Like, I don't have kids, but I have 21 nieces and nephews, and that's just from my siblings. But I have other nieces and nephews. I've got kids in the community, like, I've got kids in my church community that I would love to leave a legacy for. There's foundations that I want to impact, like, you know, to prevent suicide, because, you know, my heart is just for young people. And so this is why I acted upon the high ticket offer, getting in this platform, being amongst this community, because it's people who not only dream massively, but people who take action so big that I absolutely love it. And, you know, just where I'm at the moment, like I said, like, sorry, I'm getting a bit excited, but I just, you know, every day for me is a new opportunity just to be like, cool. Where can I plant seeds? Where can I show people that there is hope out there for your dreams to come alive, because you were born for impact and we all have people to reach. So yeah, just a little bit. I'll just turn it down again. So.
Oh, you're so inspirational, Aggie.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, just
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for being on with me today. And for all of you who are watching, please just let us know, like, what golden nuggets, what inspiration, what message have you received from listening to Aggie today? And if you are not in the Freedom Area yet and you've been sitting on the fence, then I hope that that listening to Aggie speak today has allowed you to get off the fence and just come in and get started. Yeah, amazing. Thank you, Aggie.
No, thank you.